And welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show on our continued journey to 500,000 subscribers. We're doing great. So keep hitting subscribe, watch, comment. Please keep the comments coming and share with family and friends because the insanity, listen, I'm going to say it every single day because it's true. I wish to God that one of these days, I don't have to say it, that, oh my God, what a nice, boring, quiet day. It's not going to happen for a while. And let me be clear, Trump's not having a good week. No. From the Epstein file mess, which is only getting more complicated, to the 90 deals in 90 day deadline, which is approaching on Friday. Now, Trump is spiraling. Let me be clear. And I first want to unpack a viral clip from Trump's trip back from Scotland that took place yesterday. Remember, on Air Force One, he claimed that Epstein stole girls from his spa at Mar-a-Lago. Play the clip.
Mr. President, Epstein has a certain reputation, obviously. Just curious, were some of the workers that were taken from you, were some of them young women?
Were some of them young women? Well, I don't want to say, but everyone knows the people that were taken. And it was the concept of taking people that work for me is bad. But that story's been pretty well out there. And the answer is yes, they were.
Yes, they were young.
Yeah.
Women.
What did they do?
In the spa.
Jobs?
In the spa.
Yeah, it's people that work in the spa. I have a great spa, one of the best spas in the world at Mar-a-Lago. And people were taken out of the spa, hired by him. In other words, gone. And other people would come and complain, this guy is taking people from the spa. I didn't know that. And then when I heard about it, I told him, I said, listen, we don't want you taking our people, whether it was spa or not spa. I don't want him taking people. And he was fine. And then not too long after that, he did it again. And I said, out of here.
Mr. President, did one of those stolen, persons, that include Virginia Jeffrey?
I don't know. I think she worked at the spa. I think so. I think that was one of the people. Yeah. He stole her. And by the way, she had no complaints about us, as you know. None whatsoever.
The only thing he didn't do is pull out a little Mar-a-Lago spa menu and say facials $145, massages $215. I mean, this was the most ridiculous thing. I don't know why he goes into the back. How about just stay up front in Air Force One? Tell him to cook you a fucking steak. Make you some potatoes. Do something. Watch a movie. Every time you go back there, what he does is he just creates more and more conversation. And that's why this story refuses to die. Now, not that we want it to die, just gives us stuff to talk about. He then goes on and says that the reason he fell out with Epstein was because he was stealing his workers. Play that clip.
Just to button up on Mar-a-Lago, you're saying that Jeffrey Epstein poached 2 of your staffers. Who were they? Were they young?
I don't want to say 2, or I don't want to say any number. You're talking about many years ago. But yeah, he took people. And because he took people, I said, don't do it anymore. You know, they work for me. And he took, beyond that, he took some others. And once he did that, that was the end of him.
Were they young women?
I didn't like, when they steal people, I don't like it.
Were they young women?
You know, one of the problems is, as I spoke with Michael Wolff on my Mea Culpa podcast just last week, that's not the answer that he gave. He claims it was over a real estate deal. So why now the reinvention? Why now the trying to rewrite history, to re-narrate this story? Meanwhile, another complication is that reports say that despite the 2 of them falling out in the early 2000s, the way this new story is written, Epstein actually remained a member of Mar-a-Lago until 2007. Play that clip.
And research shows from investigative reporting from the Miami Herald that Jeffrey Epstein was actually still on the Mar-a-Lago membership logs up to 2007. Okay, so Trump was still getting money from Jeffrey Epstein up to 2007. Jeffrey Epstein was still paying for his membership at Mar-a-Lago, according to the Miami Herald. And that, of course, is a year after Jeffrey Epstein's arrest in Florida in 2006. So
if he kicked him out for being a creep,
yes,
that would have even been a year after that would have been established through a legal suit.
Correct. And there's been other.
Let me be clear. I happen to know Barry Levine. Barry Levine was an executive over at American Media, over at National Enquirer. So when he's telling you these facts, he was around Mar-a-Lago too, along with David Pecker. Guy knows what he's talking about. Now, as I mentioned, Friday is the deadline for Trump's trade deals. Now, he posted this on Truth Social just this morning. Let me show you what he said. In it, he writes, "The August 1st deadline is the August 1st deadline. It stands strong and will not be extended. A big day for America." Well, okay. It's actually a big day for my family too. It's a birthday. Meanwhile, not mine, but a family member's. More importantly, India seems to be his next target after posting about them just this morning as well. Let me show you what he says about India. In it, he writes, "Remember, while India is our friend, we have over the years done relatively little business with them because their tariffs are far too high, among the highest in the world, and they have the most strenuous and obnoxious non-monetary trade barriers of any country. Also, they have always bought a vast majority of their military equipment from Russia and are Russia's largest buyer of energy, along with China, at a time when everyone wants Russia to stop killing in Ukraine. All things not good. India will, therefore, be paying a tariff of 25% plus a penalty for the above, starting on August 1st. Thank you for your attention to this matter, MAGA." I'm so confused by that in so many different ways. If they're our friend, well, then treat them like a friend. If they're an enemy, let's treat India like an enemy as well. Meanwhile, his meltdown raged on all throughout last night. And as we know, Jessica Tarlov, who's one of the only sane hosts there on Fox, Trump seemed literally to finally catch on. Let me show you what they say. In it, they turn around and says, "I can't stand Jessica Tarlov of the Five. A real loser, DJT." Well, did you expect him to say anything different? I mean, she's the one and only who stands up there and actually uses facts, not like Gutfeld, not like Jesse Waters, who sit there laughing and cackling and promoting the lies, the misinformation, the disinformation, the malinformation. Meanwhile, Trump also posted about recruiting people to become ICE officers. Now, where Trump really went off the rails on this one was attacking Senator Chuck Grassley, asking him to get rid of blue slip problem. I don't even know what the blue slip problem. I mean, blue slip allows senators to say if they approve or disapprove of judicial nominees in their state. And if you remember my video from yesterday, the one about Alina Habba, which, by the way, did incredibly well, both of New Jersey's Democratic senators, that's Cory Booker and Andy Kim, would not sign blue slips for Alina Habba. Now, let me show you what Trump said about that. In it, he writes, Chuck Grassley, who I got reelected to the U.S. Senate when he was down by a lot in the great state of Iowa, could solve the blue slip problem we are having with respect to the appointment of highly qualified judges and U.S. attorneys with a mere flick of the pen. Democrats like Schumer, Warner, Kaine, Booker, Schiff, and others, sleazebags all, have an ironclad stoppage of great Republican candidates. Put simply, the President of the United States will never be permitted to appoint the person of his choice because of an ancient and probably unconstitutional custom. That if you have even one person in the opposite party serving in the U.S. Senate, he or she must give consent, thereby completely stopping the opposite party's nomination. The only way to beat this hoax is to appoint a Democrat or a weak and ineffective Republican. Therefore, I would never be able to appoint great judges or U.S. attorneys in California, New York, New Jersey, Illinois, Virginia, and other places where there is, coincidentally, the highest level of crime and corruption. The places where fantastic people are most needed. Senator Grassley must step up like crooked Joe Biden did when he openly broke at least 2 times the blue slip scam, and like others have done over the years, and let our great Republican judges and U.S. attorneys be confirmed. He should do this immediately and not let the Democrats laugh at him and the Republican Party for being weak and ineffective. The Democrats have broken this ridiculous custom on us, and it's time that we break it on them. I know, Chuck, I know you have the courage to do this. Do it. Well, let me turn around and say that's absolutely inaccurate. First of all, he managed to get Emile Beauvais confirmed. He managed to get dozens and dozens of people confirmed. Oh, yeah, by the way, now that they're recruiting people to become ICE, I was thinking of maybe turning in my Cohen badge, right? And maybe I'll become an ICE agent too. Nah, I don't think so. Meanwhile, I want to show you, in conclusion, what Senator Grassley said in response to this. Let me show you. When asked about Trump's comments Tuesday night, Senator Grassley shrugged them off. Here's the quote. I've already spoken about the blue slip problem, and I've got no more to say than what I've been saying for 50 years. In a statement, a Grassley spokesperson also did not directly respond to the president's post, but indicated that the 91-year-old lawmaker wouldn't be changing his approach anytime soon. Here's the quote. Chairman Grassley has already successfully moved U.S. attorneys through committee who have received blue slips from Democrats, including Senators Warner and Kaine of Virginia and Klobuchar and Smith of Minnesota, the spokesperson said. When a nominee comes out of committee, all 100 senators have a say on the nomination, and part of their consideration is based on the home state senator's input. It's very clear. You're talking about something that has been going on for both sides for a very, very long time. And I get it. Trump likes to have his nominations. He wants to have his picks all set up. Why? Because it gives him the control that he wants. And that's why, my friends, subscribing, watching, commenting, sharing is so important, because this 2026 midterm election, I cannot overemphasize the importance of what this is going to mean for American democracy and our democratic republic. And as always, thanks for listening. Hey, everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.